Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Stories and More, our preschool early literacy children's class. My name is Miss Megan, and as you can see, we're still presenting our classes for story times virtually, and we will be doing so through the end of this month. In August, we will start offering different options. We will have an outdoor story time on Thursday and Friday mornings, weather permitting. If the weather is nasty or really hot, we will have to cancel that, but please check out our website for future information about story times and whether or not they're being hosted outside. If you cannot make the outside story times or are still a little uncomfortable, excuse me, of making the outdoor story times, we will still be offering virtual Stories and More programming online every Friday morning, and it will run through the week, so you will be able to see the story times that way as well. So also we have some other things coming up that are happening. Our summer reading program is winding down. We're in our last couple of weeks. The end of this program is July 31st. So please remember to continue to record your reading days, whether you're listening to reading or reading yourself. We still have a couple prizes to give out. So if you're a youth who records reading days, 4 reading days in 1 week, you still have the opportunity to win a prize. Prize pickup is come into the main library, I should say, and or else you can contact me if you would like to have your prize delivered to a different branch. And we also still have our Walk with the Doc series going on, as well as our yoga at the library. Walk with the Doc happens on the Chesapeake Trail on Tuesdays, and the yoga at the library happens on Wednesdays here on the Pred Lawn outside the library. If you can attend, we highly recommend those fun activities. I believe they're ending very soon, so if you haven't been to one yet, please attend. And also we have a family online virtual trivia night happening in August. The winning family will earn a prize. So please, it is a registered event, so please check out our website and our social media for that event and others. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our Stories and More virtual presentation today. Our theme is all about friendship, whether it be an animal friend, a family friend, a co-worker, or a classmate, or any type of friendship that we can think of. So we are going to start by reminding the caregivers, who are not only their child's first teacher, but also their child's first friend, that your child looks up to you and wants to be just like you. If they see you participating in the storytime activities, they will too. You can help them learn and engage. And one of the first ways we can learn and engage together is through song. Song is a great way to promote early literacy skills in kiddos. So we are going to start with our hello song, and it's to the tune of London Bridge is Falling Down. And so the first time we go through it, we're just going to sing it. The second time, we are going to clap our hands. And the third time, we're going to stomp our feet. And then the fourth time, we're going to wave hello. So it goes like this. Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you? How are you? Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you today? So that was our singing it. Now we're going to clap it. Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you? How are you? Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you today? Now we're going to stomp it. Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you? How are you? Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you today? Now we're going to wave. Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you? How are you? Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you today? Fantastic. So our early literacy tip today talks about dramatic play. And dramatic play is when you're acting out some, like you're pretending to be a restaurant chef, or you're pretending to be a basketball player. So dramatic play can help children understand that stories happen in an order. So dramatic play helps you realize that there's a beginning, a middle, and an end to storytelling. And it helps you understand how to put your thoughts into words and vocalize what you're doing. So it really helps to encourage early literacy development. And going along with our theme of friendship, playing with friends helps children develop early literacy skills. So playing equals friendship equals social skills equals early literacy skills. It's a pretty awesome thing. So we have another song that is to the tune of If You're Happy and You Know It. And this song is called If You're Friendly and You Know It. So the first time we sing this song, we're going to clap our hands. The second time we sing the song, we're going to stomp our feet, and then we're going to shout hooray. So just like the actions for If You're Happy and You Know It. So it goes like this. If you're friendly and you know it, clap your hands. If you're friendly and you know it, clap your hands. If you're friendly and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're friendly and you know it, clap your hands. Now we're going to stomp our feet. See how loud you can stomp your feet. If you're friendly and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're friendly and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're friendly and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're friendly and you know it, stomp your feet. All right, now we're going to shout hooray. So let's practice. Shout hooray. All right, here we go. If you're friendly and you know it, shout hooray. Hooray. If you're friendly and you know it, shout hooray. Hooray. If you're friendly and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're friendly and you know it, shout hooray. Hooray. All right. So our first book is called Friend Shape, and this is read with permission by Scholastic Press. And this book is written and illustrated by Amy Krauss Rosenthal, and Tom Lichtenheld. So this book is an uplifting celebration of friendship. So it's a little play on words with friend shape. So let's see if we can identify on the cover, the front of the book, what shapes we see. What do you think this shape is called? This red shape. It's got 4 sides. 2 are the same up here and down here and over here and over here. That's a rectangle. Our green shape friend here, the 3 sides, is a triangle. Our yellow shape is a diamond. And our blue shape, our balloon, is a circle. So let's see what friend shape is all about. What's so great about having friends? The triangle says, we're glad you asked. Rectangle says, see, the great things about having friends is, circle says, everything. Friends make you feel happy. So as you can see, when you're happy, you're smiling, you're having a good time with your friends. Friends make you feel at home. Welcome. We rolled out the red carpet for you. Friends know how to make their own fun. Faster, faster, says our diamond. You guys are wearing me out. You're going to be a rectangle. Friends play fair and square. So circle is telling rectangle, your turn next, okay? And they're flying the triangle like a kite. Friends sometimes think the exact same thing at the exact same time. Can you tell what they're all thinking about? Are they thinking about bananas? Friends welcome others to join in. Circle is telling our friend the octagon, so glad you could stop by. So our octagon has 8 sides. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's like a stop sign that you see on the road. Friends may quarrel. That's another word for fight. And it looks like circle and diamond are saying, are so, are not. And rectangle and triangle are saying, did so, did not. But they don't stay bent out of shape for too long. I'm sorry, says circle. Me too, said diamond. You know, you have a good point, said rectangle. Friends will follow each other to the moon and back. They made a rocket ship. Friends stick together for all of life's ups and downs. Friends are always there for you to lean on. And rectangle says, thanks again for your support. Friends are a gift because they fill our lives with joy and look at how happy they all are. Friends to the end. They made an exclamation point out of the circle and the rectangle. So while we get ready for our next song, think about what you like to do with your friends and share with your grown up or share with someone next to you. What do you like to do with your friends? Think about it. I know that I like to go watch movies with my friends, go out and just spend time together with my friends. We like to go for walks at the parks around LaPorte. Think about what you like to do with your friends. All right. So the next song we're going to sing is called For Mine, and it's sung to the tune of Mary Had a Little Lamb. And this one also has actions. So the first action we're going to do is we're going to wiggle. So let's see if you can wiggle. Can you practice wiggling? Then we're going to jump, and then we're going to snap. So let's see how this goes. It says, so the first thing, remember, we're going to wiggle. It says, will you be a friend of mine, friend of mine, friend of mine? Will you be a friend of mine and wiggle around with me? Make sure you get all the wiggles. All right, so we wiggled. Now we're going to jump. Will you be a friend of mine, friend of mine, friend of mine? Will you be a friend of mine and jump around with me? Fantastic. Now we're going to snap. Will you be a friend of mine, friend of mine, friend of mine? Will you be a friend of mine and snap around with me? Good job, everybody. All right, we're going to read a classic friendship story called Rainbow Fish. And a lot of you grown-ups out there might already know this story. You might have already read it to your kiddos. It's a great story about sharing and being friends, and it is read with permission by North South Books. And Marcus Feister is our author and illustrator. So here's Rainbow Fish. So here he is, swimming with his shiny scales. A long way out in the deep blue sea, there lived a fish. Not just an ordinary fish, but the most beautiful fish in the entire ocean. His scales were every shade of blue and green and purple, with sparkling silver scales among them. The other fish were amazed at his beauty. They called him Rainbow Fish. Come on, Rainbow Fish, they would call. Come and play with us. But the Rainbow Fish would just glide past, proud and silent, letting his scales shimmer. One day, a little blue fish followed after him. Rainbow Fish, he called, wait for me. Please give me one of your shiny scales. They are so wonderful, and you have so many. Is he going to give him one of the scales, do you think? You want me to give you one of my special scales? Cried the Rainbow Fish. Get away from me. Shocked, Blue Fish swam away. He was so upset he told all his friends what had happened. From then on, no one would have anything to do with the Rainbow Fish. They turned away when he swam by. So is that a friendly thing to do, to not share his scales? It was not. What good were the dazzling, shimmering scales with no one to admire them? Now he was the loneliest fish in the entire ocean. One day he poured out his troubles to the starfish. I really am beautiful. Why doesn't anybody like me? I can't answer that for you, said the starfish. But if you go beyond the coral reef to a deep cave, you will find the wise octopus. Maybe she can help you. The Rainbow Fish found the cave. It was very dark inside, and he couldn't see anything. Then, suddenly, two eyes caught him in their glare, and the octopus emerged from the darkness. I have been waiting for you, said the octopus in a deep voice. The waves have told me your story. This is my advice. Give a glittering scale to each of the other fish. You will no longer be the most beautiful fish in the sea, but you will discover how to be happy. I can't, the Rainbow Fish started to say, but the octopus had already disappeared into a dark cloud of ink. Give away my scales? My beautiful shining scales? Never. How could I ever be happy without them? Suddenly, he felt a light touch of a fin. The blue fish was back. Rainbow fish, please don't be angry. I just want one little scale. The rainbow fish wavered. He's thinking about it. Only one very small, shimmery scale, he thought. Well, maybe I wouldn't miss just one. Carefully, the rainbow fish pulled out the smallest scale and gave it to the little fish. Thank you very much, the little blue fish bubbled playfully as he tucked the shiny scale in among his blue ones. A rather peculiar feeling came over the rainbow fish. For a long time, he watched the little blue fish swim back and forth with his new scale glittering in the water. The little blue fish whizzed through the ocean with his scale flashing, so it didn't take long before the rainbow fish was surrounded by the other fish. Everyone wanted a glittering scale. The rainbow fish shared his scales left and right, and the more he gave away, the more delighted he became. When the water around him filled with glimmering scales, he at last felt at home among the other fish. Finally, the rainbow fish had only one shining scale left. His most prized possessions had been given away, yet he was very happy. Come on, rainbow fish, they called. Come and play with us. Here I come, said the rainbow fish, and happy as a splash, he swam off to join his friends. And there he is, with his one rainbow scale left. The end. So that was rainbow fish. Okay. So our next song is a familiar one to most of us. It's called The More We Get Together, and it goes like this. We're going to sing it 2 times. So it goes like this. The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be, 'cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. For your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. And I cannot wait to get together with all my friends at story time here at the library. I miss you guys a lot. So we're going to continue on with our last story. And I thought this was a pretty fun story. It's called Surya and Roscoe, the true story of an unlikely friendship. Excuse me. And it is read with permission from Henry Holt Publishers. And this book is written by Bhagavan Doc Antle with Thea Feldman. And there is actual photography as the illustrations or the pictures in this book. So someone went around with a camera and took pictures of the characters in this story because they're real life characters. It's a real life monkey and puppy. So let's see what happens. So there's our first picture, friends, of our orangutan and our dog. Here is the true story of an amazing friendship between an orangutan named Surya and a dog named Roscoe that began at a wildlife preserve in South Carolina. See, they look like they're smiling, they're hugging and having a good picture. It was a hot day, a splash in the river day. Surya the orangutan and his friend Bubbles the elephant were on their way to have some fun. Surya rode high on Bubbles' back. Suddenly, they heard noises in the woods. Twigs cracked and leaves crackled. What was it? What do you think they hear? It was a dog. The dog came bursting out of the woods. He was named Roscoe. Surya and Bubbles had never seen Roscoe before. He was thin. He needed a bath. Bubbles stopped and stared, but Surya jumped down and raced toward him. It isn't often the dog and orangutan come face to face. They are not usually happy when they do. What happened when Roscoe saw an orange orangutan rushing toward him? What do you think? He ran right up to Surya and he got a huge, hairy hug. Surya hugged Roscoe and smiled. Roscoe's tail wagged back and forth and back and forth. That was his way of smiling. Surya and Roscoe acted just like long-lost friends. Everyone headed down to the river. Splash! Bubbles went in the water. She sprayed them all with her trunk. Surya and Roscoe played on the riverbank. They chased each other until Roscoe panted and sat down. Surya put a long, hairy arm around him, and they rested together. What happened when Surya and Bubbles went home? Roscoe followed them. He sniffed his way up the path and squeezed through the fence. He saw tigers and pumas and lions and leopards. There were gators and turtles and tapirs and oodles of orangutans. But where was Surya? Sniff, sniff, sniff. Roscoe used his nose to find his friend. Surya was having a snack. He offered to share his banana. Did Roscoe like bananas? No. But was Roscoe hungry? Yes. Surya offered a bowl of his own food to Roscoe and gave him some water. When Roscoe finished, he wagged his tail. Roscoe looked like he had been lost for a long time. Everyone tried, but no one could find his owner. That meant Roscoe could stay. He never got lost again. When Roscoe took a long walk, Surya went too. Sometimes Bubbles joined him. Sometimes, to be silly, Surya led Roscoe on a leash. But in the water, it was Roscoe's turn to lead. Surya, like the other orangutans, didn't swim, so he held on to his friend. When they weren't walking or swimming, they wrestled and rolled, they jumped and tumbled, they snacked and snoozed, and they smiled a lot. Even when they were just hanging around, Surya and Roscoe clearly belonged together. And then it tells you the real-life story about Surya and Roscoe and where you can find them in South Carolina and about their the wildlife preserve where they live. So that was Surya and Roscoe, an unlikely friendship. And we are going to do another song. This one has counting. So we're going to start out with our 5 fingers. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fingers. And it goes like this. 5 good friends went out to play on a bright and sunny day. One good friend said, I can't stay. And 4 little friends were left to play. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 good friends went out to play on a bright and sunny day. One good friend said, I can't stay. And 3 little friends were left to play. 3, 2, 1. 3 good friends went out to play on a bright and sunny day. One good friend said, I can't stay. And 2 were left to play. 2, 1. 2 good friends went out to play on a bright and sunny day. One little friend said, I can't stay. And one good friend was left to play. One good friend went out to play on a bright and sunny day. This good friend said, I can't stay. And now no little friends were left to play. Let's try that again. So we get our 5 friends back out. Maybe they're out playing baseball or swimming in the pool or going to the zoo. So 5 good friends went out to play on a bright and sunny day. One little friend said, I can't stay. And 4 little friends were left to play. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's counting backwards. 4 good friends went out to play on a bright and sunny day. One little friend said, I can't stay. And 3 little friends were left to play. 3, 2, 1. 3 good friends went out to play on a bright and sunny day. 1 little friend said, "I can't stay," and 2 little friends were left to play. 2 good friends went out to play on a bright and sunny day. One little friend said, "I can't stay," and now 1 little friend was left to play. One good friend went out to play on a bright and sunny day. This good friend said, "I can't stay." Now no little friends were left to play. They all went home because it was time for supper. All right, everybody, speaking of going home, it is time to sing our goodbye song. Again, please join us next week for another virtual story time, and I hope some of you will out on our outdoor story times on Thursdays and Friday mornings. Please know that we will be practicing social distancing. We will be wearing masks, so we will take all the precautions necessary to make sure everyone has a good and safe time. So please consider joining us. So we are going to go ahead and sing our goodbye song, and it goes like this. See you later, alligator, in a while, crocodile. Give a hug, ladybug, blow a kiss, jellyfish. See you soon, big baboon, out the door, dinosaur. Take care, polar bear, wave goodbye, butterfly. All right, before I sign off today, I want to share with you a couple of different activities, and you will find these links in the description of this video. These links take you to a website that is known as Bucket Fillers, and some of you may have been already familiar with Bucket Fillers. The idea behind Bucket Fillers, or Fill a Bucket, is to be acts of kindness for another. So acts of kindness are a great way to make new friends and to keep old friends too. So acts of kindness activities are abundant at this website. There are a couple different things. There are many different things that you can look at and practice with your child, and there's like daily activities that you can do. There's a chart that you can keep track of kindness activities. It's a fantastic website and a fantastic book series. As you can see, there's a book series all about it. I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun, and it's a tangible way to help children track how they can help others and be a friend to others. So remember, one of the best ways to be a friend is to be kind. So find out different ways you can be kind to others through the Bucket Filler website and other activity ideas. So again, this will be shared in the description of this video. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us, and we hope to see you very soon, either virtually or here at the library. Thanks, everyone, and have a great day. Bye.